Okay, I'm going to go over the installation of the WeatherGuard Defender Series aluminum truck rack that I got from Lowe's. That's the unboxing. There's somewhat of an unboxing, and there's the instruction manual. Okay, so for step one, right there, you're going to need the rail and this device, which is hidden under these things in this box. You'll need two of the longer, there's two sizes. You want the longer one with the hex key, washer, and lock nut. And you want this little groove facing this groove. So you just put it in there. Put on the, sorry about this, the back side. Run the nut through the back. Put on the washer and lock nut, and step one is done. Okay, here's the finished result of step one. I just got to do three more. So as I said, this is a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter nut here. You have your washer underneath, and that is the leg. Okay, here's the end of step two. This is the longer, flatter piece. You want this to ride on top and face out. These brackets are different. And here's the example. The other one. Remember, everything is aluminum, so you don't want to go too crazy on these. It's nice they give you these self-locking nylon bolts. Then this cap should slide on, and that's the end of step two. Okay, for step three, they give you some Loctite, and you're going to want to assemble it like this, so the long end is got the two nuts in it. Then I'm just going to drip some Loctite down here and here, and then slide these. It's hard to do with this one hand, but I think you can get the point. You slide it down the rail and then tighten it up. Okay, a couple of notes. I put this bracket on here with the higher side facing the L. And here's another sort of tricky thing. You see these two spaces are not equal, if the camera will focus. This is a wider gap through here. You want the wider gap facing up. This is a narrower gap. You want that facing down towards the brackets. And you do the brackets the same way. You put in these little screws, a drip of Loctite, and one of those, and then you slide it into those lower brackets. Okay, this was a little tricky. You wanted to get this is the way I looked at it, into this slot. I put one as furthest I could forward. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get this on the camera. And you want to make sure this piece back here, which correlates to this, which correlates to this square piece. I'll make sure that square piece is tucked in behind here. Right, oh shit, right in there. And same with the front. The front will be impossible to show, except maybe at that weird angle. Anyway, so you want to do that, and you want to keep all these screws up here, these four, those two and those two. You want to keep all those relatively loose so you can, move things around, and having a second person would probably certainly be helpful here. But so far, that's where I'm at with this. It's getting very close to being finished. I had to cut that to fit inside my toolbox because my rationale was I want to take these off, and I didn't want to take the toolbox on and off, and tuck them underneath. So I'm not sure that was the right idea, but I'm gonna continue forward with it. Okay, I just finished up on the back one. It came out okay. I had a little problem with these. As you can see, the holes weren't big enough, so I sort of stripped that Allen key out. I gotta drill that and make it bigger. I did not use the rubber pads because I have the bed liner, and it seems pretty stable all in all. I would trust it so far with my kayak and or ladders. I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah, under here you have to be careful. There's little things can get in the way up under here, so you want to make sure you get a nice solid bracket, because there's a little bump out up in there on this Dodge Ram. It's a Ram 1500 2014. Okay, I just finished putting everything in. It came out pretty nice. One thing I noticed, I did torque these a little, and you can see a little bulges in the rail there. It is an old truck, so I really don't care about that, but someone might. Also, I cut it to fit around my toolbox. I'm going to probably have to put a self-tapping screw there to really be safe. That was probably a mistake. I should have removed the toolbox and reinstalled the toolbox, because as I was thinking, you know, for airports and or loading motorcycles, whatever, you could probably take this off fairly easily with just those 2 screws or 2 nuts there, and then the whole, you know, take all of those off and the whole thing should just come apart. So you don't have to worry about the extra height. Anyway, I hope this helps. Take care. Bye.